Now, I expect you saw that Chris Froome won the Tour de France yesterday in Paris. It was never really in doubt after he saw those three particularly tough days in the Alps earlier in the week. Now, Froome is British, but many of you probably know he was born in Kenya, grew up there for a while before, in his teens, going to South Africa to go to school. And we can actually speak to the man who was his headmaster then, Roger Cameron from St John's College in Johannesburg, still headmaster at the college. Thank you very much indeed for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
Tell me, when you look back at him, do you remember thinking this guy could go all the way, he could become a professional sportsman?
Not really. I mean, he was quite a quiet, reserved boy. He obviously was a passionate cyclist. And in my mind, I never, ever imagined that he could win the Tour de France. It was last year when he was doing so well, I suddenly realized, gosh, we have a fantastic world-class cyclist on our hands. But that was the first inkling I had, besides being an outstanding cyclist in his youth. But it wasn't the sense that he'd go on to win the Tour de France. That was a delightful surprise.
And do you feel any frustration at all that he is British and it's being called a British win, but a lot of people would think this has a lot more to do with South Africa and Kenya?
And we'll claim him, wherever he comes from, whether whether he's called British or Kenyan or South African, we don't mind. St John's has claimed him as our son, so we're very proud of him and his achievements.
And I know, because I used to live in Johannesburg, that its big schools take sport very seriously. Do you think that you helped to instill this incredible bloody-mindedness that has seen him through some arduous moments in the Tour?
Look, he played rugby for us. He wasn't a star performer at rugby, but right through his schooling career, he had his bicycle in his room. Every morning he'd be out riding, so there was a real passion there. And I hope some of the grit and determination that has been evident in his style and his riding has come from St John's. We would love to think so.
Good to speak to you, Roger. Congratulations to you and to the school. I think he might have to bulk up a bit if he's to play rugby again. I think he's chosen the right career path there.
He looks very lean and mean now.
He
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much indeed, Roger. Now, a little bit later here.